Good morning, students. Good morning to the teachers, those who are present in the virtual class. Today we will discuss a very good topic. Dear students, before going to discuss the topic, let me tell an incident that occurred in our freedom movement. I think you must have heard the name of Baji Rautrai of Odisha. He was the son of a boatman. He was watching the boat during the evening, and sometimes he fed out the travelers across the river. And once during the freedom movement, the British police were searching some freedom fighters of his village. Then, when they reached the riverside, this was a site, river bank of the river, they asked Baji Rautrai to ferry across the river. But Baji Rautrai denied not to ferry across the river because he loved the freedom fighters, those who were fighting for their our motherland. That's he knew very well that if the British police came across the river, then they would arrest the freedom fighters, and they would put them in the jail. And sometimes that occurred. That's why he did not allow them to ferry across the river. That's why the British police stood at the spot, and he died. You know, dear students, what was the age of your Baji Rautrai? He was only 12 years old. 12 years old, that means he has so noble quality. He loved his motherland. He loved Odisha to save our freedom fighters, to get freedom from the British rulers. That's why he never agreed to ferry across the British police, and he was dead there. He had a noble thought that he saved his life, saved his country, and sacrificed his life. So this is about a very great hero. At the age of 12 years, he sacrificed his life for our country. So before going to discuss the topic, let's go to the smart board. Okay, dear students, without delay any time, we should start our class. Before going to class start, let us have a riddle. Let us have a riddle. The riddle is here. Why does today come before yesterday? Why does today come before yesterday? Higher high school Kwamanda, please think a while. Pick up your microphone, switch it on, and tell the answer the riddle. Why does today come before yesterday? Krishna High School, Bedwas High School, yes, pick up your microphone, switch it on. Why does today come before yesterday? Normally, today, yesterday. Yesterday is the past time, today is the present time. Normally, present comes after yesterday, but what is the thing or what is the place? What is the place or what is the thing in which we can find yesterday comes after today, or today comes before yesterday? Who can tell me? Santi Devi High School or Bedwas High School? Yes, it is very easy. In English language, suppose you want to study English, it is very much important thing that you must have that. You must have that. You must have that thing that so that you can have a good quality or good in English, good at English. Patel Vidyapita. Don't you follow me? Let me give a clue here. The word start with D, and
Sir, I don't understand.
The word starts with D, ends with Y. This is the riddle. Why does today come before yesterday? Give me a name of thing where you get before yesterday. Today, that is the today is written there before yesterday. The word starts with D and with Y. What is that word? Well, Vidyapita. In order to learn English language, the thing, the book is very much important for you. What is that thing? What is the name of the book? Yes, tell me.
Dictionary.
Yes, good. That is the dictionary.
Dictionary.
Yes, good. That is dictionary. Dictionary is the word or dictionary is the thing where today comes before yesterday. Today ଶବ୍ଦଟା today word ଆମେ କୋଉଠି ପାଉଛୁ dictionary ଏବଂ ତା yesterday ପୂର୍ବରୁ yesterday word ପୂର୍ବରୁ today ଆମେ ଆଉଛୁ. This is the ଗୋଟେ riddle. It is the very easy riddle. You can guess it. Okay. Thank you very much. Good. Sit down. Then you see topic is here noble nature. You see the who is the poet here. Can you tell me what is the name of the poet?
Ben Jonson.
Ben Jonson.
Yes. When was he born?
1572.
1572.
In the year 1572 he was born. And when did he die?
In the
1637.
year 1637.
In the year 3030. Very good. Very good. You see, Ben Jonson was a versatile genius literary quality. When Ben Jonson has a very versatile genius literary personality. The versatile and literary personality you can understand. See, he was an English dramatist, poet, actor, and also critic. So the person who has many qualities. The person who has many qualities that is known as versatile quality, and he also literary quality. Yes, at the same time he was a dramatist, poet, actor, and critic. Critic means normally the poet is a man who criticizes other writings. Not only criticize because he also gave suggestions to the persons who has written any ideas or the point or story. So at the same time he was a dramatist, poet, actor, and critic. That's why he's called a versatile genius literary. Okay. Then you see, he was a contemporary of William Shakespeare. He was a contemporary of William Shakespeare means he was belonged to the same age where William Shakespeare was there. Okay, William Shakespeare. And it is best known as classical. It is best known as classical realistic comedies. Or he is best known. That means classical realistic comedies. That means the comedies which is based on social values, real social values. That's why it is called. Is best known for his classical realistic comedies. Classical realistic comedy, that means the comedies or the story which is based on real social values. That's why it is called. Is known as best known as for his classical realistic comedies. Okay, this is Ben Jonson here. You see, what is about noble nature? The main idea of the poem. This is noble nature. This is a very short lyric poem. Lyric poem means is a personal opinion or that is your lyric. Lyric, that means the writer who writes about the personal emotions. In the poem, a very short poem, he expresses the personal emotions. That is called lyric. And this song is sung with lyre. That's why it is called lyric poem. And it imparts very valuable meaning and message to humanity. That poem gives very meaning and message to the humanity. We live in deeds, not in years. That message is, we live in deeds, not in years. As I told small incidents about Baji Raut Roy, it lives in he lives in our heart of Odisha, people of Odisha, and he lives forever as he did something for the nation, not in years. Okay, and we live in deeds, not in years. The poem contrasts the meaningless and unimpressive long life with the short life which is full of heroic and noble acts. Taking two examples from nature, an oak tree and a lily flower. And it is a poem, the contrast. This is the Virodhabhas Joda Korisi. This contrast between the meaningless and unimpressive long life. Meaningless and unimpressive long life, that is the person who did nothing for the nation, for the society. He just lived for his own self. And this is meaningless, unimpressive long life. Still he lived for 100 years, 110 years, but he did not any heroic action for the society. That is the meaningless, unimpressive long life. And that noble acts is the contrast between the full of heroic and noble acts, taking to example that is oak tree. Oak tree and lily flower. Oak tree, about oak tree it is described in the poem, and lily flower is just in the poem. Let us see how it is described. Okay. In the poem Noble Nature, he talks about the qualities that men make noble. What are the qualities a man should have so that a man make a noble? He compares man to a sturdy oak and to a delicate lily. Here, how a man is compared here to a sturdy oak tree and delicate lily flower and support of his views. The poem how the poet Ben Jonson compares a man, the noble nature of the man with a delicate lily and the sturdy oak tree. Okay, this is about the noble nature. This is the ideas from the poem that how is this written and what is the main thing written here. Okay, let's see the stanzas here. Let's see the your song here. Okay.
It is not growing like a tree
how it is described in the poem here.
Doth make man
Watch this
better
song.
be, or standing long an oak 300 year, to fall a log at last, dry, bald, and sere. A lily of a day is fairer far in May, although it fall and die that night. It was the plant and flower of light, in small proportions with just beauty see, and in short measures life may perfect be.
Okay, this is a very beautiful song, Noble Nature. It is not going like a tree, in bark that make men better be, a standing long and oak 300 year, to fall a log at last bald and sheer. Dear students, can you tell me what is the stanza about? The question is here. What is the stanza about? Anyone got question? You see the stanzas, it is in front of you. Yes, dear students, you tell me.
About the oak tree.
The stanza is
Stanza is
about
about
an
the
oak
oak tree.
tree.
Yes, it's good.
Na.
And what is the word is stand for you? जो ईट शब्दটা দিয়েছে ईट কলমে কাকে বুঝেছো? What does the word is stand here? একই পারবো?
Human.
It is not human being, a nature of human being, the noble nature, human qualities. The human quality is not growing like a tree. Like a big tree is here. It is not growing like a tree. If human being become very large and big, that is not like that. In Bach, this Bach means thus men make men better be. Whether the growing like a big tree make a man better, never. Standing long and oak for 300 years. What is it? It is the tree is mentioned here. Here a tree is mentioned here, oak tree. An oak tree here. It is very large and it stands for 300 years. It stands for 300 years. At last, what happened to it? The oak tree? It falls and long at last. It falls. It dies. It has no use. The people where it stands, they cannot use it because it is so hard. It cannot be swelled. It cannot be used for the furniture. It just stands for 300 years. At last, it falls and along at last and balance here. That is it falls and balances when the leafless. It becomes leafless. Baldness, it becomes leafless, and series without sapless. Sapless means the আমি যদি কোচ আমরা ধমনীর রক্ত বলছি ঠিক সেভাবে থাকে যে থাই fluid that is the sear without the that is ঝরে যাচ্ছে the falls the tree falls down and it becomes leafless and it has no use at all. It stands for 300 years. At last it fall down and nobody can use it. Okay, you sit down. You can please sit down. Very good. So this is about your first stanza about your old is but compared here an oak tree with a human being. if a man stands like 300 years, he has no age vital, he has no contribution to the society, he has no contribution to the nation, then it becomes worthless, and his life becomes worthless, nobody can remember. Okay, at last, like your oak tree become very false, like it falls in the ground, nobody can use it, nobody can touch it because it is very hard and it is very strong. It cannot be cut also. Okay, easily. This is about your first stanza, and this is about your what is your oak tree. You see another stanza here. This is for the question here. What is the noteworthy in oak? What is noteworthy in an oak? What is the noteworthy in an oak? Noteworthy দুইটা quality মধ্যে কইলো.
It is very big and oak tree is very big and it is living for about 300 years.
Yes, it lives for about 300. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया. It oak tree is very large and it stands for 300 years. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया शब्द बच्चा. बहुत बढ़िया. And another question is what ultimately happens? What ultimately happens to an oak? Oak. दूसरे कौन हुए?
At last it falls in the blood and shear and
After a
leafless.
long life, an oak is reduced to a dry, bald, and withered log of wood.
Yes, very good. You see, the oak tree ultimately collapses. That means it falls onto the ground and is stretched dry, bald, cheerless in this condition. Now, you can say this. You can what is the ultimately happens to the ultimately the oak tree collapses on the ground. It is dry and wild and cheerless onto the condition. This is what is about the summary of first stanza. And you see second stanza here. Who can read this second stanza? The second stanza kiye padi pariba. Yes, read it aloud. Recite the poem. Recite the stanza.
A lily of
A lily of a day is fairer far in May.
is fairer in May. Although it fall and die that night, it was the plant and flower of life. In small proportion, we just beauty sees, and in short measure, life may perfect be.
In short measure, life may perfect be.
Good, very good. बहुत बढ़िया. You have done well. What is the stanza? What is the stanza about? Can you tell me?
About the lily flower.
Lily flower, good.
The stanza is about the lily flower.
What is the life of lily flower?
In a short life.
A short life, a lily flower of a day. In this for the only one day. It's fairer far in yes. It's fairer far in May. Normally we can see lily flower in the month of May. Although it falls and dies at night, in the morning it blooms. In morning it blooms, and it falls during the night. In the night it falls, and it was the plant and flower of light. What does it mean? You sit down. Please sit down. Yes, you sit down. It was the plant and flower of light. What does it? The flower of light, plant and flower of light. Who can say? A flower light को लेकर पूछे. It is the flower of light. That means during the daytime it only blooms.
It blooms in a day. It blooms
Yes.
in a day.
In a day. That's why it is the flower of light. And also it attracts the people. Also it attracts the people. The people who was going through the pond or the riverside or the lily flower side. Then the lily flower attacks the people. The people gaze at the lily flower. That's why it is called flower of light. Okay. In small proportions, we just beauty sees. The beauty is very small proportion. For a short time, it provides beauty to the people. It provides beauty to the nature. That's why it is called in small proportions with just beauty sees, not a long time. I mean, if ବର୍ଷ ଗୋଟେ ଫୁଲଟା ଦେଖିପାରିବେ କି ଗୋଟେ ସପ୍ତାହ ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବାନି. Just we see a beauty flower for a day. That's why it is called with just in small proportions with just beauty sees and a very little flower. And its sun measures life may perfect be. But if it has very short measure means our day. A lily flower blooms for a day. But its life is very perfect because it attracts people it has very good quality, noble qualities to the people. Not noble, it has very noble qualities. So this is quite, this way I can say in short paper measures life may be perfect. Lily flower, the life are perfect because it attacks the people, it gives beautiness to the people, it gives beautiness. ତାକୁ ଯୋଉ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆକର୍ଷିତ କରୁଛି ଏବଂ ସମାଜକୁ ଗୋଟେ ସୁନ୍ଦରତା ପ୍ରଦାନ କରୁଛି, ନେଚର ଗୋଟେ ସୁନ୍ଦରତା ଦେଖେଇ ପାରୁଛି. That's why this in short measures its life may be perfect. B. Proportion, that is quantity, and measures units of which we express size. So this is about how a lily blooms a day in the month of May and it all dies at night. Still, people attract the lily flower attracts the people, and in small proportions, with just beauty still. The small measures, this life, the life of the flower is very perfect. This is the noble quality of the lily flower. Let's see the summary of this stanza. Why is a lily fairer than an oak? Why is a lily fairer than an oak? Oak tharu kahin ke se adhik
A lily is fairer
than oak because it is attracts everyone people by its beauty.
because it is
And
the
it is
plant
the flower
and
of light.
flower of light.
Okay, very good. Sit down. A lily is fairer than oak tree because it spreads out the vibrant color. It attacks the people. It spreads out the vibrant color, aroma everywhere through its lives of a day. It is light for its beauty. That is the qualities, the vibrant color, different colors are there. It has very vibrant color and aroma everywhere. Though it lives for a day, it's like for its beauty. Okay. Then it is which qualities make a man noble? Which qualities make a man noble? Noble.
Short measure quality.
Short measure. So
Performance
let's see
of
Short
good
measure.
deeds make a man noble.
Yes, good. The qualities of a noble thoughts, sublime feelings, and great deeds make a man noble. Thou who lives for a temporary period like a day. That means a noble thoughts. The qualities of noble thoughts, sublime the feeling of great deeds, make a man noble thought. Thou who lives for a temporary period of life. ଯଦି ତାର ଯଦିଓ ଗୋଟେ ମଣିଷଟେ ଅଳ୍ପ ସମୟ ପାଇଁ ଯଦି ବଞ୍ଚୁଛି ତଥାପି ତାର ଭଲ କାମ ରହିଛି, ସମାଜ ପାଇଁ ଭଲ କାମ ରହୁଛି, ଦେଶ ପାଇଁ ଭଲ କାମ ରହୁଛି, ପରିବାର ପାଇଁ ଭଲ କାମ ରହୁଛି, then he is a noble man and the quality of noble person. Okay, this is about, you can see the answer here, and just like in the examination you can get 2.5 marks short questions like this, you can get it. Okay. And what this is a comparison between two things, oak tree and lily flower. Oak tree is very, what is the quality of the oak tree? You see, you can read it out. Oh, yes, anyone who can read?
Tree is very large in size.
Yes.
Very large in size. Its
And
wood is very hard.
yes,
Lives for 300 years.
yes,
Ultimately it collapses and stays blood and cheerless in this condition.
condition. Another school, you can read the quality of lily flower.
It is fairer than oak
It
tree.
is fairer than oak tree.
It has
vibrant color and aroma.
Yes,
It lives for a day. It is light for its beauty.
yes, this is the noble qualities of lily flower, and this is the quality of oak tree, and that's why a lily flower has a noble quality, noble, yes, noble thought like that. Okay, this is the comparison between two things. Okay, you see, now some questions are here, you can answer them. Which European tree lives for about 300 years?
oak tree.
Oak tree, good. Other questions, when does a lily bloom? When does a lily bloom?
In May. In May.
In May, good,
In
very
May.
good. Yes, very good, both badhiya. Both badhiya. And how long does a lily bloom?
For a day.
For a day.
For a day.
Oh, very good. Yes, very good. For a day. Both badhiya. When does the lily die?
At night. At night.
At night. Good, at night. Very good. And in small proportion with just beauty see, here proportions means what?
Quantities. Qualities.
Quantities. Quantities. Very good. Both badhiya. Quantities. Here proportions, quantities. What do you mean by the expression short measure?
In a short-lived life.
In a short-lived life. Very good. Both badhiya. Thank you. Both badhiya. What is the rhyming word of night in the poem The Noble Nature?
Light.
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 Night, light. Okay, fine. Both badhiya.
Light.
Fine. And another question is here. The poem Noble
Ben
Nature is
Jonson.
written by Ben Jonson. Good.
Ben Jonson.
Ben Jonson.
Good. Good. Ben Jonson talks about the qualities that make a man this.
Noble. Make a man noble.
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 Noble. Noble. Not noble, that is noble. Okay, noble. The poet compares men to whom? Yes, another person we can
The lily.
Lily and
Lily.
sturdy oak.
Study of
And oak tree.
delicate
Sturdy oak
lily.
and delicate lily. Okay, good, very good. And you see, a lily is a flower of this.
Light. Light.
Flower of light. Yes, flower of
Flower
light.
of light.
Yes, very good. An oak lives for this.
300 years.
300 years.
300 years. Very good. बहुत बड़े. A lily lives for days.
For a
A
day.
day.
For a day. Okay.
For a day.
A lily blooms in
May.
May. Okay. A lily falls and dies that
Night.
night. Okay, fine. बहुत बढ़िया. तो वैसा बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया करूँ पहले. The next. Here is multiple questions. We see beauty in the lily because it is short-lived. It is flower of light. Small is beautiful.
Small
It
is
not like an-
beautiful.
We see beauty in the lily because it is
Small in beautiful. Small
yes,
is
it is flower of light. It is flower of light. Now we see the beauty in lily because it is flower of light. And the poet's philosophy of life is that one must enjoy life to the fullest extent. One must
Small
make
things
others happy.
can make life beautiful.
small things can make life beautiful.
Longevity should
Small
be.
things can make life beautiful.
You see things. Article analysis करियो पिलाओ. Small things can make life beautiful. It's okay. ठीक ଅଛି. But what is the philosophy of the life? What is the philosophy of life is that ଆମର କବି ଏଠାରେ ପ୍ରକୃତରେ ଗୋଟେ ମନୁଷ୍ୟ ଜୀବନର ଫିଲୋସଫିରେ କ'ଣ ଦେବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି? Something small things can make life beautiful. It's okay. But in terms of this point,
Longevity should be
yes,
longevity should be the good of our life.
yes, good, very good. Longevity should be the good of our life. ଯେତିକି ଆମେ ଅଧିକ ସମୟ ବଞ୍ଚିବା ସେଟା ଆମ ଜୀବନଟା ଭଲରେ ଆମ ଜୀବନଟା ଭଲ କାମରେ ଲଗେଇବା. That is the philosophy of the poem. Longevity should be the good of our life. Okay. In a phrase of the poem, the poet suggests that short life is this: die that night. This is die, not die. This is die.
Die that
Short
night.
measures.
This is die that night. Okay. And flower of light, flower night, small proportions, short measures. The point, the phrase
Short
of the
measures.
poem.
Die
There
that.
are short measures. Okay, small proportions, short measures. It is given here. What is the answer? In the small measures. Okay, small measures. That means it is small proportions, short measures. These are small proportions, and this is actually this is practically the printing mistake which is there, typing mistake which is there. So this will be die,
Short
and these
measures.
short measures. These short measures. Small proportions, short measures. Short measures, that means the beautiness. The beauty is compared the beautiness. Short lives of the compared with small proportions. There should be small proportions. Small proportions. I mean small proportion kaiki haba. About short measures kaiki haba. Short measures is the how much time it is it stands in the day. Good day din is little further. This is short measures. But here short life that small, this is small proportion. Small proportion means how much the beauty it's exposed to the people. The small proportions, and normally it is the right hand side is short measures. Okay, right hand is short measures. Should be short measures. It's okay. And short life, short measures, beautiness, small proportions. Okay. It is D is the right answer. D is the right answer. If you ask to describe Lily in a few words, how would you do it in the context of the poem?
Beautiful but short-lived.
Beautiful but short-lived. Okay.
Short-lived.
Beautiful but short-lived. Okay. Beautiful but short-lived. So this question should be recorrected again. Add is a short measures. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And this is your homework here. You see, is a lily fairer than an oak? Why? It is a lily fairer than oak? Why? Which qualities make a man noble? Which qualities make a man noble? These are two questions you have to write down in your, if you know, in your own, and you can ask your teacher to correct it. Okay. That we discuss. This person is a lily fairer than oak and why? Which qualities make a man noble? That we discuss in this point during the discussion thing. Okay, dear students, this is the poem, Noble Nature. It is very short poem, and there are only 2 stanzas you see here. You see, in our forthcoming examination, in the subjective part, you can get 50 marks, and in objective, it is you can get 50 marks. Out of 100, you can get 50 marks from objective part, and we can get 50 marks from the subjective part. Okay, I think you must have known that. And every poem and every prose section is very important. You have to read it frequently, many times you have to read. ଯେତେ ଅଧିକ ପଢ଼ିବ ସେତିକି ତୁମ କ୍ଲାରିଟି ଆସିପାରିବ ଏବଂ ଯେହେତୁ ତୁମର ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ MCQ ଆସୁଛି, you should have to go through line by line so that you can attend every MCQ questions. It is practice for you for the forthcoming board examination. जब ये बड़े अपना practice करियो प्रत्येक लाइन को टच करिवा पे प्रत्येक लाइन को पढ़िवा पे सेथुर अर्थ बुझिवा पे ताले तुमको बोर्ड परीक्षा रे याकू हेल्प करि परिबो. And the poem section, the prose sections, you can get 7.5 marks out of prose section, and out of poem section you can get also 7.5 marks. And 7.5 marks, 5 marks, there will be 2 questions, 1 questions giving or. Prose गोटे क्वेश्चन दिया तो सेते और थिबो 5 मार्क एवं पोएम रे से बळे गोटे क्वेश्चन दिया हबो जेते और मध्ये थिबो सेते आउट ऑफ 2 you have to attend 1 question that carries 5 marks. And also similarly, out of poem you can also get 1 number, that is 2.5 marks, that possesses 2 questions either or. You can do it गोटे क्वेश्चन दिया तो सेते और थिबो और 2.5 marks थिबो. जेंतु होमवर्क मु देछि सेटा 2.5 marks क्वेश्चन हेई परिबो, but you have to write it and you have to practice yourself how to write the answer or how to attend the answer. Okay, then it is very much important for you to practice the short questions and answer the short questions and answer the long questions. Okay, so this is the time for you, and the very crucial period for you, that how to practice the writing, how to write the short questions and long questions for the forthcoming examination. And not only this, also beside this, there are many questions are there. In English, you must have got an essay, a letter or application, and you also got unseen passages. You also get your summary writing or summary writing or report writing. So that part we will discuss in future classes, so that you can write so that you can achieve good marks in the examination, and also you have to able to write applications. Application is very much important part in our day-to-day life. It will be helpful for you, so that you have to read the many more explanation in your different types of books, and also we have to practice them to get more good marks in the examination. Okay, Thank you very much for cooperating me, and you have done well in this chapter. You have answered very well. Thank you very much.